Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Leah and I live with my family here on our land in Portugal. And here on my channel I make videos about what it's like to live off-grid here in Portugal, just about our daily life. Sometimes I show you some of the beautiful nature that we have around us. And sometimes I like to talk a little bit about how I see the world, while also showing you one of the walks that we go on every now and then, so that you do have something to watch. Today is one of those videos where I want to talk to you about the apocalypse, as you might have seen from the title of this video. Before I start with this little discussion, I want to remind you that I am now on Patreon. Patreon is a website where you can support your favorite creators through a monthly donation, starting from $1 or €1 per month to however much you want to donate right now. So if you would like to support this channel and you want to support our family doing the work here on the land, then you can find me on Patreon. Today I want to talk about something that has been on my mind a lot lately, and it has been for a lot of people, I think, with this COVID-19 crisis. And the apocalypse is a very big and heavy term, and it kind of is used in a way as the end of days. This is not actually the original meaning. Coming from the Greek, apocalypse is can also be translated as a revelation and a time of change. And I think that if you look at the apocalypse or just the fall of a civilization, then you can see that a lot of times this is not one big event, but it is something that happens over time. So it's a slow destruction, and you can see over a couple decades or maybe 100, 200 years. That's how much time it takes for one system to fall and another one to rise. So what I kind of hope and believe and think, and I say it in this way because there is no real way of knowing that we're actually at the end of capitalism, but what I hope is happening is that we are at the end of this system. And with that system I mean the global capitalist system, where to say it in a cliche way, the rich only get richer and the poor only get poorer. But to say it in a more factual way, and the global capitalist system is causing the destruction of the one place that we can call home, namely the earth. And so in that way I hope that the system is ending. And I think that within this current crisis of COVID-19, where a lot of people have to stay home, many people are losing their jobs, the economy is kind of at a standstill. What I hope is happening is that a lot more people are waking up to the fact that this system does not work for 99% of the people on this earth, maybe even less. What I surely think is that this current crisis is once again showing the nature of what it means to be a rich person and what that actually entails. That is to say, I hope it shows more people that it is just bizarre to me that Jeff Bezos of Amazon is actually asking for government funding, even though he is literally the richest man in the world. He could actually pay his workers a pretty good salary if he wanted to, but he doesn't. And so the fact that he is now taking this crisis to ask for government money, even though Amazon is doing better business than ever because people are ordering more online, I hope that that clicks for some people to see that, wait, this is how people get rich. It's not through hard work, it's through cheating the system, or well, not cheating the system, this is actually how the system is designed, taking advantage of governments and crisis and people. Anyway, sidetracked there for a minute. And what this crisis is also shown a lot more people is that even though the system tells you that you are an individual, you have to work hard for your own gain, and you have to keep all your money for yourself. But now that a lot more people are stuck at home just by themselves, I think that really shows for more people our need for human connection and for community. I think that it shows that we need each other, and that it's not actually a bad thing to be connected and to be dependent on other people, because that's just the way humans are. We are meant to live in society, within community, where we help each other, and it's impossible for people to do everything by themselves. So as I said, I think about the change of the system, about the apocalypse a lot, and it's good to remind yourself that it's not something that will happen in a day or a week through one big event. It's something that you can start to change now for yourself, and through that take others with you, and to show, which is something I try to do on this channel, is to show you some of the ways that you could be more self-reliant and also be more in community. This change doesn't happen overnight, and that gives you the time to actually build something that is more productive. A couple of tips that I want to give is that now that you know this is not the way to live, what I think is really important is to build community, but also to build self-reliance and to build practical skills. It's so important right now, more than ever, is to connect with the people around you. Sometimes when people think about off-grid living as a thing that you just do as the nuclear family, or like the couple that you are, and you just do everything yourself. But for us, being here and committing to this lifestyle change also means that we really try to work hard on building community with the people around us. So going to the village right now is on a standstill because of this crisis, but usually we would go to the village, buy from the local people there, and also connect with other people around in the area that live the same way as we do. We really try to build relationships with people who also grow their own food, with people who would be interested in trading skills and trading time, so that we could help each other build or do something else, seeing that it's important to help each other even if you don't get something in return for it right away. And the other side of the community coin is that we also try to build our self-reliance and try to build our practical skills. So that means growing more of our own food. That means learning how to even do that. If you don't live like we do, then try to grow something in your backyard. You could try growing something in your window. It doesn't have to be an entire olive grove for you to provide some of your own food. And with that also comes learning how to cook. For as long as I can remember, I've cooked most of our own meals from scratch here at home, and the internet is a great tool for that. If I want to learn something new, if I want to try a new recipe, YouTube, Google is your friend. And honestly, all the things that I know about cooking, I've learned from the internet. So with this time that you now have, maybe learn how to cook, maybe learn how to bake bread, maybe just learn how to make a simple tomato sauce for your pasta. It can be that simple, but it's better to know than not to know. I feel like this time is it's very opening and a very creative time to start thinking about what can be. And I hope you are also using this time to just go back to yourself and to go back into your feelings and really experience what you want, and not what is put on you or what you don't have the time to think about. This is the end of my talk for today. In the comments, leave one practical skill that you are learning now that you have the time to do so. Or if you do have to work, what are some things that you're doing to get you through this kind of chaotic and stressful time? I hope you all are safe and healthy, and I'll be back next week with some more vlogs about the practical things when it comes to off-grid living and your living. So I hope to see you then. Bye!